Okay, so here's how it's all gonna go down. I started coming out of this poop, and I was like, kind of like that. Anyways, I'm a spore, so this is how it's gonna work. I'm gonna go back to the scene now. Anyways, so I came out of that poop, and I'm like, whoa, what's that awesome building? So I decided to go up there. Why not?
So some things just drop them, and then the wind has to pick them up. And other things have a way that they can kind of catapult the particles away from themselves, and they use kind of water pressure, and it's like a water gun for some spores where they shoot it out really, really fast, up to like 50 miles an hour even, to catapult the things like 10 feet away. And some fern spores use sort of a slingshot approach where they've got a leaf that flings it instead.
Okay, so being on top of this building, I saw this really strange tube, and like, why not go over there? I'm pretty curious, so let's go. And this tube apparently is like all black and leads down into this awesome space.
All right, this instrument is called a WIBS. It stands for Wideband Integrated Bioaerosol Sensor. So it's looking for biological particles in the atmosphere. And particles will come in through this inlet. And as they come into this detection cell, this block here, there's a red laser that goes across the cell. And when a particle comes through and intersects the laser, we have a detector over here that sees the light and it says, oh, a particle came in. Let's trigger the flash lamps. So then these two flash lamps flash. And they have slightly different wavelengths of light, which means they're slightly different energies. And then we look with our detectors to see whether the particles are glowing after the flash lamp has gone. And then we say, if it was a glow-in-the-dark particle, it's probably biological, because most things that have what we call fluorescence when it glows are biological in origin.
Okay, so there was this really awesome place, and it had like lasers and stuff. I'm like, whoa! Anyways, I got out of it eventually, and I think it turned into a monkey. Yeah, whatever. So I saw this Erie Tower thingy, and I'm like, why not go there? It seems fun.
The Erie Tower is a really great resource for us to have, because one of the main questions with these particles is we know where they come from, and we know roughly how many spores there would be growing around on the ground, but we don't know how far up into the atmosphere they can make it. So the tower is a really great place to make these measurements, because you can put this instrument on the outside of the tower on an elevator, and it can go up, and you can spend some time looking at the concentrations at 300 meters and some time looking at the concentrations near the ground, and you can compare those two to try and get a feel for how well these things move upward in the atmosphere. Let's see what kind of particles we have out there today. All right, there's one. Looks like it's pretty big. Oh, and it glows a little bit, so that probably means that it's biological, because it's got molecules in it that are absorbing the light and then glowing in the dark afterwards. And, well, it's weird. That looks like it's turning into a monkey shape. I've never seen that happen before. There must be some kind of problem. Oh wait, that particle is leaving. I think I better go call the authorities. Well, the police said they were too busy to come out here, so I'm out here myself. But I'm sure that particle is headed this way, and we really don't want it to get into the instrument again. This is terrible.
You know what? It's pretty boring up here. Nothing can fix me, so I guess I'll jump off. #YOLO. What?